Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today, we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 315, the Super Giant Battle. Some of you might be asking is why is volume 24 here? Because, Dante's barely appears in this volume, but mainly because of the end of the chapter. So let's not be around the bush and let's get into this because let's be real here. We'll probably be talking about the end of the chapter the most. Anyway, so let's get into this chapter. So the first panel we start off with is the Black Bull's base punching the last chapter where the Black Bull's base punches Lucifero's dick. Because let's be real here, that is what this is. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? A worm? This is a dick. Then we have the title being like Lucifer manifested, the supersized giant bull attacks and actually even seems to be like in a shape that sometimes a dick is in when it comes to anime. Jesus Christ, this is embarrassing. Oh, by the way, you know how there are those cocoons at the Spade Castle? Yeah, we actually see them and they still seem to be there, and there does seem to be four of them. Now, something that I do also have to mention here is that it seems like three of them are the same size, while the fourth one is a bit smaller. I don't know, like, there's some theories about the Zograta siblings being reanimated in that, which it's possible, but I'm not 100% sure. Plus, I'm not sure why one would be smaller. I guess maybe one is supposed to be the fourth sibling, or maybe one is supposed to be Vonica because she's not fully dead yet. Although, considering it seems like the entire castle is in ruins, I don't know if she would actually be able to be alive right now, unless if she regained consciousness and was moving around, or maybe Lord Pachika wanted her as a prisoner and she took her. I don't know. I feel like at this point she should be dead, so she'll probably be reanimated, and it's kind of a sucky way to kill her off, honestly. So, anyways, then we get the stereotypical Power Rangers set where all the Black Bulls basically sitting on the control console as they're all like, "Let's go!" Which, by the way, how do they see all this stuff? Like, I get why Henry would, but why would the rest of them be able to see everything? So, alright. Then we have Locke saying, "Found Captain Yami and Captain the Golden Dawn." Which not only do we start this chapter off with Lucifer is a dick joke, but we also start this chapter off with no one cares about the Golden Dawn, because let's be real here, Locke didn't say Vanjas, he just said the Golden Gun Captain, although you could make a case that it's either a translation error, or maybe Locke just doesn't know the name of the Captain of the Golden Dawn. I would personally just like to imagine that it's the water not giving a shit about Vangeance, so that's why he just said Golden Dawn. But who cares? Anyways, then we have the Black Bull's base's hand reaching what seems to be into the dick, or I mean Lucifero's unmanifested body, and honestly, now it kind of looks like jelly. And he goes inside. They're like, as the Black Bulls are like, "We are gonna get you out of there." So yeah, I guess they're trying to pull it out. Jesus Christ, this just look embarrassing. This is, and also the wound that they got on Lucifer in the last chapter is still visible on it. My God, this isn't intimidating at all. Oh, by the way, the gravity magic seems to still be active because when we see in a bit of a below the base panel with Inox, you know that his, I believe, it's the stallest form, I believe. Form, it does seem like the gravity magic is still effective. And then we have Nock being like Lucifero. He's becoming one. He's become one with the Cliffa and is manifesting through possession. That then that makes Yami and Vange the core of Lucifer's possession. The manifestation is not complete yet. If we can save those two, we can stop Lucifer's manifestation. In other words. So yeah, I guess now the measure is just getting the Yami and Vangeance out. Let's see if this objection will actually matter this time, unlike keeping Lord Pachica and Vonica safe data against Magicula. So anyways, then we get Lucifer, or I guess orgasming right now, as he screams with not be like, however. As then we see the Black Bull's base starting to disintegrate. And yeah, slowly but surely. Like, not fully, it's just the hands and what seems to be around the rubble a bit. And then we have not Henry and Gordon be like, that face, that face expression. As Henry's like, his manifestation is incomplete, and yet what magic power! No matter how much I absorb it, it overflows, and I can't keep up. Oh great, we're gonna get that bullshit captain saying how dangerous the villain is, and we are supposed to believe it, even though it's not gonna matter in a few chapters. Oh great, like that's so intimidating. Alright, then we see Vanessa wants to join in the fun as well. So then we have Vanessa be like, even when the Power Rouge she's got her hands full protecting our base center. Oh, actually, there seems to be someone else telling it, but still. And then we have Henry be like, at this rate, we won't get enough magic supplied in time. We can't go on like this. We got to end this fast. Oh, great. We have to end this fast, like every other fucking fight. Then we, I guess, I'm guessing now, be like, we absolutely cannot allow the Demon King to be released into this world. Do not insult us, rulers of hell, with this dick. For the God's sake, give us some respect, you disgusting, shadowy bastard. What the fuck are you even doing right now? Are you just standing there? Then we have the father spiritual just be like, what a sight. Shit, I can't move my body. Is there nothing we can do but watch? Alright, what exactly have you guys been doing? Haven't you guys only robbed mostly just been like, oh my god, the Clover Kingdom mages are so unbeatable? I mean, that is pretty much all what that they've been doing. I remember you can make a case they were destroying devils, but from what we've seen, they were only like pushing them back. But anyways, then we get the Spade Soldier, a giant. I'm guessing what's supposed to be like a weird mass of meat coming to them to, I guess, crush them or something. But yeah, I mean, in the next chapter panel, we have Meliona and Fugolian blasting that thing away. Also, Fugolian is still not in the spirit form or anything. He's still just in the same way he's been since he reappeared in the last time he showed up. And they easily, effortlessly incinerate this. As the two of them are like, oh, again, no intimidation at all. Like, is the Black Bull's base really supposed to be the most intimidating thing? As anyways, then we have that. I think his name is Alfred. I know he's one of the named members of the Spirit Resistance, but I can't remember exactly what his name is. I think it's Alfred though. I'll be like, even inside this field of gravity, just what are those people? I'll tell you. They are. This is what happens when you have a writer being extremely biased to one kingdom to a point of insanity. Seriously, both Fogolion and Meliona are right now effortlessly destroying this, and you might make a case that maybe Fogolion is having a bit of a time of standing up since he's on the ground and he was last time seen on the air, but you could also again make sense that it's easier for attack purposes. I don't know, but still. So anyways, then we have this Alpha being like, still the gravity is getting stronger and stronger. At this rate, alright, dude, if you are able to still be alive and not getting crushed by it, even though you're such a father, you might. I don't think it's as intimidating of a power gap as you think it is. So, anyways, then we get the next panel with the Black Bull's base reconstructed and the captains are screaming, yeah! As I guess they are getting ready for another punch and they get that again. And then we have a bunch of cannons as we get like a bunch of gunfire. I'm guessing this is lightning, water, fire magic being shot at them, or maybe it's just Mana itself being shot at the demon. As the dick that seems to not have tentacles for some reason. My god, again, no intimidation at all. Lucifer thing is being riddled with bullets. Then we get a panel of Lucifero's mouth halfway open as the base is finally starting to get fully destroyed. Well, is that something? Then we get like alright, a pretty wait, what? Wait, what? Alright, what the heck is going? This might be a manga paneling, or I'm not really sure, but in the next panel, the base is getting destroyed. A panel that's supposed to show the base being completely and utterly obliterated. That it seems like the entire capital is just the half of the capital is just Lucifer's dick, as well as the plant roots. But yeah, it looks weird with it. But yeah. So now we get to even the more hilarious part, where we have random civilians be screaming at me like, "It's impossible! They don't stand a chance! We are being crushed! We are screwed! Someone save us!" As we see a mother and daughter saying the last part. Seriously? So, alright. Some people are gonna say that this is very intimidating from Lucifero to be able to handle the Black Bulls the way he is, which is not a small feat. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, you saw how easily Morris was obliterated by just the support team. But still, like, it's really difficult to find Lucifer intimidating when you have random civilians, and not just random civilians, like random children being able to still stand up, even though apparently they should be getting crushed. I mean, seriously, maybe you can make a case that it's because, it's not like the literal spell presence of the Demon King. So, yeah, this is really not intimidating at all. But yes, anyways, then we have the next panel being all the Black Bulls having a serious face as they're all like, "It will be okay. Isn't that right?" As we get, I guess, like a perspective, we cut away from the location. Like we got to a mountain range, I'm guessing, as we see Asta on a mountain, which I guess he was fired from by at some point. Maybe I missed something. As we have Asta getting the katana he got from Yami ready. As we get like this, and really a pretty awesome panel with Asta getting his katana, this cold air coming from his mouth, as Libra's on his back, and also that he has the Black Bull's robe on him, which some people are telling me that apparently he hasn't had that since after his battle with uh, Dante and Yami. So that's, I guess, very epic as we end the chapter with the narrator that may or may not be cut in the next in the next in the official translation, be like, "Use that sword of shine to shine the light of hope in the darkness." Cool epic narration at the end, but what darkness? Seriously, we barely see any of the. We actually don't see anyone like Nozel or Patri except for Golia and Miliona, who seem to not be all that struggling, and now we're gonna need hope, the light of hope to shine. I guess if we begin the chapter with two jokes in this arc, we might as well end it with a third one. There being the spear this arc. So yeah. Now let's talk. Now also I heard this is gonna be a break next week, so I guess this means we only have like what would be here? Let me check. One, two. I think two more chapters, and then we I believe have and then there's another gonna be a break. So we have I think two more chapters this year before the end. So yeah. Maybe three. I'm getting some mixed information about the chapter releases or something. Again, very small, very little chapters more. So I could honestly see the end of this year being I wouldn't be surprised if the end of of this year's chapters are gonna be Lucifer's defeat. I mean, granted, this volume 32, I believe we're on, has just started. So, like, I believe it's just like we're literally this is like I think the second chapter in it. So you might make a case that we're not gonna have it, like we're gonna have this battle going to the next year. But again, I don't really. It could go like, either way. So yeah, now let's talk about this whole hope thing. So as you may remember, or some of you may be aware, or maybe you have already heard from some other Black Clover reviewers, the volume 24 started with the chapter title. Like the first chapter is titled "The Beginning of Hope and Despair." So in that logic, this is what a lot of people have interpreted as like meaning of this arc. So we're gonna start with a lot of hope, but then at some point it'll be like despair. So this light of hope comment at the end might be referencing that, like Asta saves the people of the Spirit Kingdom, but then like after that, something really, really fucked up happens. Like my personal idea that the greatest siblings get reborn in undying bodies with both not with, who aren't which aren't only stronger than their previous forms, like maybe their 100% forms or their base forms at that point. But they also get like every Clifford Devil outside their rulers out, and they have to like fight all that. And they just get obliterated or something. In my opinion, that would make good for the spare. But yeah, I don't know. You could also make the claim that this is supposed to be like this hope is supposed like the spare is supposed to have already happened, and even in the spare, there's gonna be hope because that's usually how things go with this. But I'm not really sure if this would really count as despair. So yeah, it really depends on how you interpret this, or in which book you are in. Also, I've heard a lot of people are saying the reason why this is going the way it is because Tabata wants to end this arc because it's been going on for a very long time, which may be the case, but I really don't think this battle really works as like the final battle for this Spade arc, especially considering it's just like it's not even half the it's this arc isn't even like half of the Elf arc. It's literally at best I would say it's like half its size. But anyways, well, when I said the Elf arc, I mean the Elf saga, like from volume 1 to volume 22 or 23 or whatever you want to say it. It's like half at best. But yeah, I was very negative this chat. Sorry, let's go into the whole all over the place. Anyways, although I was very negative this chapter was like pretty cool in the action scenes. And if you're a big fan of the Black Bulls and the Fugolian siblings, you're probably gonna like this chapter. I could easily see some people be like, it's fire," but but I get it. But to me, it's not really all that special. It's kind of like again every other chapter we've gotten for this year, honestly. I mean, it might be improved later, but for now, it's pretty, basic. I'm assuming we're gonna get better stuff, but again, we'll see what's gonna happen. So yeah, with that said, I hope you like this reaction. I hope you leave your thoughts on this chapter down below. Leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.